Before you apply for YouTube monetization, there are a few documents that you must get ready, whether you are close to the threshold or not. Because if you miss this step, your payments can be delayed. Now, there are some documents that take a lot of time before you can get them. Aside that, there are some documents that people go ahead to pay for, and they're supposed to get it for free. I've helped a lot of people through their monetization process. I've seen people go to pay for things they're not supposed to pay for. So in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the necessary documents that you need, how to get them, and common mistakes that you want to avoid so you would have no issues once you get to your monetization threshold. And if this is your first time here, hi and welcome. I'm Gloria C, and on this channel I help both small and new content creators to grow fast the right way on YouTube by telling you mistakes to avoid and strategies that you want to imbibe, all right, so that you do not have issues on your channel. And if this sounds like something you want for your channel, I will encourage you to go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Like I would always say, it is free of charge. And do not forget to give us a big thumbs up on this one so it can get to a lot more content creators like us. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. Now, before we continue, I'd like to quickly get this out of the way because some content creators are not aware of this. There are two stages of monetization. The first one is what I like to call the partial stage. The other one is the full stage. Now, for the partial stage, on your long form videos, you need 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours within the last 365 days. While for your shorts videos, you need 500 subscribers and 3 million shorts views within the last 90 days. That's for the partial stage. For the full stage is when you now need 1,000 subscribers, and on your long form videos, you need 4,000 watch hours within the last 365 days. Or on your shorts views, 10 million shorts views within the last 90 days. With that, you'll be able to apply. And of course, if your channel follows all the YouTube policy, you would get accepted into the YouTube partner program. Do you understand? Now, you do not submit most documents inside the YouTube studio. Once YouTube approves you for monetization, they will send you to AdSense to go and complete it. So it's inside your AdSense account that you submit most of these documents. Now, one question a lot of people have when it comes to the AdSense accounts is, do I create my AdSense account now or later when I get to the YouTube monetization threshold? The answer is, there is no issue with you creating your AdSense account now. Because there are some people that they are monetized on other social media platforms and they use AdSense to get their earnings. You can actually create your AdSense account now, but do not link it to YouTube yet until YouTube tells you to do so. Now, the first document that you are going to be needing is your tax information. That is the first thing AdSense is going to ask you to do. And you do not actually upload a tax document or certificate. No, you would actually be required to fill a tax form inside AdSense. This part is very crucial unless you're going to be losing a lot of money, especially if you're in a country that your country has not signed the tax treaty with US. You'll be losing a lot of money. There's one of my students whom I just finished helping her with her AdSense. Now, she skipped that tax information, that particular part, and on her AdSense, on her YouTube studio, she actually earned $278, but YouTube deducted over $100 as tax, and that's because she did not fill that particular form. So we had to go back and resolve the whole issue. So that part is very, very crucial. If you're in Nigeria, it's usually the W8BEN form. Now, what you may need is, number one, your full legal name. That's the very first thing. The second one is your country when it comes to filling your tax information. So where you are, put that country. Or let's assume you are in Nigeria. You are a Nigerian rather, and you are in the diaspora currently. If you have Nigerian documents, then put in Nigeria when you are filling it. This is where a lot of people make some mistakes. Okay, so you need your country. Then the next one, you need your tax identification number. It is optional, but my dear, it is very much recommended. And in order for you to get this, you do not need to pay. A lot of people have been paying to get this thing. Okay, I did mine for free. I got mine for free. What you just need to do to get your tax identification number is to apply online. Okay, you get it from the FIRS, Federal Inland Revenue Service. Okay, I'm going to put a screen record on the screen so that you'll be able to get exactly how to do it. All right, so what you need to do is to come over to your browser. Okay, if you're in Nigeria, just type taxid.nrs.gov.ng. Okay, and you just send it. It's going to bring up this interface where you need to put in your NIN. That's your national identification number. So you just type it in. If you do not have it, just type *346 on your phone, your mobile phone, and send it. But you have to use the same phone that you used when you were, getting registered for your NIN. Then you now tap on retrieve tax ID and just follow the prompt. It's that easy. Now, one thing that you must avoid is a name mismatch. Ensure that the name you use for your tax form matches the name on all your government issued ID cards. Do you understand? That is the very first thing. If you have questions, ask me in the comment section. Now, the next thing that you need is your government issued ID card, because AdSense would need you to verify your identity. Now, there are two things. There is a traditional method and there is a new method. Now, that traditional method was where AdSense would now need to send you a PIN to your address. That's to verify your address. But now you don't need to go through that. When you are trying to work on your AdSense account, you are going to see personal. You're going to see one other one, mailing address or something like that. That particular mailing one, leave it like that. Go for the one on personal, because if you go for that mailing one, that means you're going with the old method, and that one would require AdSense to send your PIN to your address, and that takes a lot of time. In fact, if it goes very well, 3 weeks your PIN would arrive. But if you go via the new method, in 10 minutes you are done. Do you understand? And if you go via that new method, you do not even need to verify address. You only need to verify your identity. For you to be able to verify your identity, you need a clear photo of your government issued ID card. Now, there are 4 accepted IDs. This doesn't mean that there are no other ones, but these are the 4 accepted, like major ones. You need your international passport, you need your national ID card, that's your NIN card. You need your PVC, that's your permanent voter's card, and you need your driver's license, the card. Do you understand? When I did mine, I used my international passport, and one of my students, she recently got hers when we wanted to do hers. Okay, and hers took about 6 weeks to get hers, and it's quite expensive to get, but if you can actually pull that, it's fine. The second one is your NIN. Now, let you understand that when it comes to the NIN, it is recommended that you use the NIN card and not the slip. Some people actually use the slip and then they get through with it successfully, but most times a lot of people have issues. Do you understand? So it's preferable that you use your card. And the next one is your PVC, your permanent voter's card. Do you understand? You can get that one. Your driver's license, so you can get that one. It's actually more affordable to get your driver's license. So if that's what you can go for, then go for it. Now, for whichever of the cards that you are using, this is actually very important. Number 1, your name must match the name on your AdSense account. So what I usually tell people is, before you even create that AdSense account, check for the name that you have on your ID card and use that particular name to create it. Do you understand? Also, the image on your ID card has to be very clear, because AdSense would require you to take a shot of both the front and the back image of that card. Do not use any card that is expired. Avoid it. And also avoid cropped images. Maybe you are snapping it and a part of it, you do not take that particular picture. Avoid it, or it is blurry. Avoid it. There's one of my students whose phone, I don't know whether it's the phone that was the issue. We were trying to snap. It was not even accepting it. So ensure you're in a bright environment and snap it. Let it be very clear and sharp. If not, AdSense will reject it. Now, the next document, before I go ahead to tell you mistakes and other things that you need to take note of, is your bank details. This is where YouTube pays you your money. Now, AdSense would require you to fill your payment method. What you just need, 4 things. Number 1, your account name, your account number, your bank name, and your SWIFT or BIC code. This SWIFT code, you can easily get it online, but you should also, it is very advisable that you verify with your bank to be sure that that is the exact SWIFT code that they use, so it does not delay your payment. Do you understand? Now, most Nigerian creators, we prefer to use our USD domiciliary account. Do you understand? And that's because AdSense actually pays in dollars. This is the smoothest option, but it's not like it's mandatory. Do you understand? So some people actually go ahead to put in their Naira account. There was one of my YouTube friends, that particular lady, there was a time she was using her Naira account to receive money, and it was successful, but it got to a time that, the AdSense actually sent her money to the Naira account, but then it got bounced back. And the next time she was supposed to get paid, they did not actually pay her. They told her that she had to go and change that account. So she had to go change it to a dollar account. So it's just the smoother option for you to go for the USD domiciliary accounts. Now, what are some mistakes that you must avoid? Now, common mistakes that you should avoid. Number one, avoid waiting until monetization day before you prepare your documents. Hmm, avoid this particular one because some of those documents they take weeks to get ready, months to get ready, especially when there are complications. I hope you do not have complications, but they take a lot of time. Do you understand? Another thing is, please try to check very well when you're adding your payments method to avoid wrong bank details. Do not miss a number. This is actually very, very important so that your money will not mistakenly enter another person's account. So you just avoid issues. Do you understand? So please be careful when you're filling this particular detail. Okay, avoid using blurry images, avoid name mismatch. These are common mistakes. Do you understand? Then if you're in a country like my country, right, when you get to that place where they will tell you wire transfer or check, please just use wire transfer. Don't bother going for the check. Check is when they will actually mail your money to the post office. So my dear, if you're in my country, use wire. Use wire transfer. If you're in a very, very developed country, hey, you can use check if you feel like. But a word is enough for the what? For the wise. Okay. If you can avoid all this and you follow everything I've said, you would monetize without stress. Okay. If you have any questions about this, ask in the comment section. And do not forget to watch this particular video where I shared a lot of vital information that will help you as a content creator looking to monetize fast on YouTube. With that being said, I'll see you either on that one or my next one. Until then, bye for now.